Charter Commission makes further plans for the future of town government.
The Board of Selectmen considers giving more authority to town interim Greg Moyer.
And the open checkbook is now available for town residents.
All that and more on tonight's edition of ELCAT News Update.
Good evening, I'm Allie Carrington.
And I'm Bella Koyanakis. On Tuesday, the Board of Selectmen voted to accept a memorandum of understanding with interim town administrator Greg Moyer. Moyer had questioned his role when he arrived in East Longmeadow to find that he had little administrative authority in the position he was chosen to fill. After the meeting, Chairman of the Board of Selectmen Paul Federici explained what authority the MOU gives Moyer and how it will benefit the town in the months ahead.
What we're doing is we're trying to, two steps. Greg has done more in his other positions, where he's been around the country, and also our position, it will change eventually because of the Charter Commission. So we want to give the interim town administrator more powers as far as having more department heads answering to him as opposed to us, because that way he's more of a full-time hands-on person that they can go to instead of trying to catch one of us who are effectively part-time.
Town interim Greg Moyer tells us about his new responsibilities and how he plans on using them.
I don't see myself changing a lot of things, except for internal inside City Hall, Town Hall, of giving direction, have a centralized focus, have somebody that can be in charge of the town, work closely with the Board of Selectmen. They still have all the powers as the elected officials, but there was never one person there that could pull it all together. My message to the department heads will be that I don't think they'll even see that difference, but they'll have somebody that they can report to. Right now they report right to the Board of Selectmen, which is okay in some aspects, but someone needs to take a day off, or someone needs an answer, someone needs to bounce something off. There is a person now, a town administrator, interim though, but still someone there they can work with. So I don't see many changes happening, except for internal controls, things like that I think we need, and I think even department heads say they've been needing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Moyer plans to benefit the town as much as he can while he's here.
Curious about the town's financial transactions? The Information Technology Department has been working with Open Checkbook LLC of Springfield to help the taxpayers understand how the town spends its money. Several months ago, Selectman Billy Gorman had the idea to implement a way for East Longmeadow's residents to see the expenses in town, and now they can through a website called Open Checkbook. The simplicity of Open Checkbook makes it easy for residents to search the accounts payable expenditures by fund, category, department, vendor, expenditure type, fiscal year, and data ranges. Interested residents can go to eastlongmeadowma.gov/transparency for more information.
The East Longmeadow Charter Commission has begun formulating its outline for a new form of town government. At its last meeting on August 6th, the Commission moved quickly into a discussion about legislative branch and the options permitted under state law.
Next up, we've had 2 weeks here to talk, ruminate, in regards to the decision regarding for town council versus town meeting. I only have, yes.
I'd like to help the process along, so I'm going to offer a motion. I'd make a motion that the Charter Commission move forward in the development of a proposed town charter that includes a legislative branch comprised of a town council who shall have all general, corporate, legislative, and appropriations powers over all town business and departments unless otherwise decided by this Charter Commission and as allowed under Massachusetts general laws. Additionally, details regarding the number of council members, structure, and governance of said council to be included within the proposed charter shall be determined by separate motions.
I'll second that. What is the biggest concern we have? What is the biggest problem we see with the town? And I don't know that the town meeting issue itself is the biggest issue we have. I say that because I'm hearing more and more of this parochial view that we have to have town meeting. It's the way it is, it's tradition. Everyone can speak, it's democracy at its best. I may disagree with that view. I don't want us to lose, I don't want to call it the war, the big picture and passage of this because of that issue, which may not be as high a priority as other changes we want to see.
I do agree we're going to have some townspeople who are going to cling to town meeting. Some people will have an open mind, and I think education, and that's going to be the key. I do believe there will be some people who will say we should never get rid of town meeting. And I suppose I can appreciate that. I just think to do the right thing, we need to do the right thing for the town.
I originally thought we were going to do the nip and tuck, but I'm kind of convinced we need to actually put what we believe is the best model for the town. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, well, I still think we did our job.
It's easy for us, I think, to sit here and say, yeah, the town would operate more effectively and efficiently with a council. I think the charge that we have and the difficult thing that we're going to have is to sell it. Because I would agree with Larry, I think there's going to be a large number of people, probably many who don't even attend town meetings, who are going to say, you're taking away my right. And we have to be able to demonstrate, convince them that having a smaller elected body that is going to be the legislative body is going to be more efficient and will be a real benefit not only to the town but to the individual citizens.
Personally, I'm in favor of a town council, and as long as we address the ability for the average citizen to approach the council, as Ray indicated, and have a forum to speak their mind or bring out their issues or discuss things that are important to them, I think that need is met, and it's met in a more timely manner than our current form of government, which is approximately 6 months apart before you have a chance to speak on an issue.
I guarantee you that when we started this, if you would asked about a council, you probably would have gotten probably 9 no's. But yet, we're all now apparently convinced. So we became educated.
Yeah.
How do we take that and bring that message to the people that are going to be voting on the charter once it's proposed? I think there's a lesson in there somewhere.
Okay, with that, I will call for a vote. All in support of Eric's, I won't make you read it.
Do you want me to read it? I don't mind reading it. Would you like it read again? No?
No.
Okay, you're good.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Against, nay. Motion passes. All right.
After some discussion, the members tabled the question of precinct versus at-large representation and went on to agree that the election for council would be moved to June, with new members taking office on July 1st at the start of the new fiscal year. The Commission meets again August 13th and will continue its deliberation of the legislative branch of government. Residents are encouraged to attend the meeting and to review the Commission's activities on their town webpage, which includes a list of the resources, a blog, and links directly to ELCAT's video of Charter Commission meetings. Stay tuned to ELCAT News as we follow the charter review process in the coming months.
More evidence, according to NASA, shows that the Earth is warming at an alarming rate, with July of 2015 pulling in as the hottest July ever. Recent media reports have cited scientists around the globe declaring that 2015 is on track to be the warmest year globally since weather data began recorded in the 1800s. You may have heard, however, that the Old Farmer's Almanac is predicting a brutal winter ahead in much of the United States, with bitter, cold temperatures and heavy snowfalls. So which is it? Well, in fact, this map published by NASA shows the United States is an exception to rising average global temperature, with many areas such as Western Europe, Africa, and Asia having a much higher average temperature.
On Saturday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m., the annual Kicks 100.9 Bonfire Concert will be held at Center Field. This year's show features country music artist Craig Campbell, Lucy Angel, Austin Webb, and local band Northern Lights. Proceeds from the concert will go to East Long Meadow Firefighters Association and the Friends of Recreation. Pre-sale admission is $15 for one ticket, $25 for two, or $20 at the door the day of. So make sure you head over to the fire department or recreation department to get your tickets before Friday, August 28th.
Well, that will do it for us tonight.
Thanks for watching ELCAT News Update.
I'm Bella Koinakis.
And I'm Ellie Carrington.
Until next time, good night.